A wolf pack. Who's hungry?
So I know like a lot of people just try to script things and be like, no, I'm gonna go head to that podcast or something with a script, and like because they're just so afraid of cancel culture. If I'm gonna talk to you about something, it has to be like real. I'm not gonna act like a person in front of the camera and then be somebody else out of camera.
Yeah.
And you see all these YouTubers and podcasts, it's like that guy was a fucking ass.
Yeah, I don't have time for that.
No.
I don't have time to create a fake
persona.
persona. Yeah,
Yeah.
a fake persona, dude. Like, there's a lot of people in the Navy that literally walk around and they like walk past like their poo don't stink, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
dude, you are nothing outside of this uniform. You are another human being.
Yeah.
Like, when you believe yourself to be higher than that, there's nothing wrong with being like, yo, I'm intelligent, I'm a smart person.
Of course.
Take pride in who you are,
Yeah.
but do not try to get other people to join your boat and be your freaking party.
No, yeah.
You know?
Don't, bro, that's a great thing that you said. Oh my God. Just because you feel entitled and whatever, and you feel like you're worth whatever you think you're worth respect or worth being praised to or whatever, that's your vision of yourself. That is not the vision of everybody else of you, or you can't demand that from everybody else. And that's a scary road you're going through, because let me tell you this, I know a lot of people that are like that, and what happens is when they visualize themselves doing the certain things and people act in a certain way to what they're saying, and it doesn't go their way, bro, they throw a fucking fit. And then they live their life day after day after day with that.
Yeah.
It's just downhill from that, man. I am who I am. You like me, that's it. If you don't like me, I don't care.
Pride cometh before the fall.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand that saying until the day where I was on top of myself and I was sitting there like, I am the shit. And then I disrespected my best friend. And I said something. And then, later on I went to go talk to him and it was just like a cold shoulder.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. And I had to have a even bigger douchebag tell me that I was being a douchebag for me to really look at it like you're telling me, you of all people are telling me. And then you sit down with yourself, if you're not too prideful or too big-headed, and you sit down with yourself and you replay the situation, you're like, oh my goodness, dang, I was messed up.
Yeah, the power of seeing yourself through the eyes of others.
Yeah,
it's very powerful.
Yeah.
Very, very powerful. If you could sit down there and be like, look at yourself in a third person and be like, damn, that's how I'm acting?
Yeah.
Damn, this is how this person might be feeling. If you can do that, your life changes for the better.
Yeah, real world third person view is a lot stronger than video games, I'm telling you.
Yeah. It will knock you to your knees, bro.
You will look at yourself in a whole different light. And Michael Jackson, I'm looking at the man in the mirror like yo, when you look at that person and you are not happy with that person, you can change it. It's gonna happen over time. But if you never look at the mirror, there's people that I've met that avoid the mirror at all costs. And it's like not just like reality looking at themselves, but also the people that hide from who they are on the inside.
Oh yeah.
Right? When you're doing that, you're really sabotaging yourself.
Yeah, man. I don't know why something that Jim Carrey said just popped into my mind, but it was something about, he said, when you are depressed, it is your soul saying and screaming to you he hates the avatar that you created. So yeah, let that sink in. So and I've when I heard that, I was like, yeah, it makes sense. I don't like the life, the path, anything about myself, but it's so hard to let go because I had a wall up because I didn't want to feel hurt, or I didn't want anybody else to hurt me, because I would always blame others. I am the way I am because I was bullied when I was in second grade, and I was jumped, and then all through my middle school I was bullied until I got to high school, and I changed, and the only way somebody respected me by that time was me becoming the bully. So yeah, and then when you get out of there, and because that's ignorance talking to you, that's a self mechanism for you not to get hurt anymore, but that's not who you are. So as you came into this world trying to be somebody, but the world and your mind shaped you into being somebody else because you don't want to take responsibility. They're saying, hey, let me look at myself through other people's point of view and see if I was wrong. What did I do wrong? How did I even come to this situation? Because nothing happens just because it happens. Everything has a cause and effect. And maybe I did something all the way through for it to me be in that position. But once you get out of the high school and stuff like that, and you keep carrying yourself with whatever bullshit you try to put, and you're like, no, I'm the shit. No, I'm this. I'm this. That doesn't work in the real world.
No.
Like, if you want to get ahead, you should have people first and then yourself to make it.
Yeah, the hardest part is when you're in that middle ground, and this is one of the biggest reasons for this Serwolf podcast, right? When you're in that middle ground of going from 16, 17, 18 to, oh man, I'm an adult, 19, 20, 21, I can drink now. Legally, I can do, whatever, and I should have everything under. 22, 23, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I still want to party. I want to do this. I want to kick it. I don't know what I'm doing with myself. 24, 25, 20, oh my gosh, my body's I'm starting to feel these different things. I'm starting to not understand. It's like going through puberty, but you're not changing in your body too much. You're actually just changing mentally a million times. And now it's just like, how am I keeping up with all of this? What about you start reflecting on life all of a sudden? Yeah. And everybody's starting to tell you, hey, what you doing? Or they're starting to tell you you're on the right track. And you have no idea what you're doing on either side of those things. I need you guys to understand. It's not like somebody goes, hey, you're doing a great job. And you're like, I got everything under control. And it's not like you're going to look at your game system tomorrow and be having the freaking next stream happen where you get 1 million streams. Hopefully it happens for you. Manifest it. I hope the best. But know that nobody truthfully knows what they are doing. That's a big deal.
I have a lot of people that tell me, oh, bro, you made it, like, congrats and stuff like that, and oh, man. I don't even think I've made it. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it's crazy for others to try to understand me. It's like, what do you mean? You have a company and you're doing great. You're doing blah, blah, blah. You make so much money, blah, blah, and you have this and you have that and you have... Bro, it's so... Until you die, you really never know what you're doing. You're just going with emotion. Yeah. And whatever comes, and whatever I have to deal with, I'll deal with it. Because if I knew I was doing... Bro, I'll play the lottery tomorrow or tonight. I know I don't know shit.
Yeah.
You think you know something, then, bro, the universe will be like, oh, you think you know?
Yeah.
Bam.
Oh, yeah.
Now you are in a whole different fucking side of the world. Now maybe you're in a car crash and now you can't fucking work. Now what?
Oh my gosh! Like there was a moment where I had my back injury. Right, I was getting up. I was listening to some music from Doom, and my homie sent it to me. And I was in the gym. I was squatting, and I knew my back was kind of messed up. But I was just like, I like the music. I was like, I'm invincible. Like, whatever. Like blah blah blah. I stacked it on. I think I just told somebody today. Like my PR was like 400.
Damn.
I did it and I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
And I went home, like, bro, I locked my back. I got on the floor for a little bit and I was like, all right, cool, like everything's fine. Whatever. And I tried to get up and my back just started like shaking and everything. My ex-fiance, bro, walked in there. She's like, get up, man. What's wrong with you? I was like, I can't. Like, I wanted to cry. Yeah. You will go from the highest peak to the ground like that.
like that.
like that. And it can all be gone, dude. You gotta take advantage of living life in this moment, and being happy, and knowing that there hopefully will be tomorrow. But just like that Rocky quote, there is no tomorrow.
There is none.
So if you live this 24 hours and you open your eyes, don't spend that time sitting there thinking like, oh, woe is me. Mm-hmm. Because woe is you will be done as soon as you're at your highest peak, because then you finally come out of it and now life is over.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's what I always say to people. It's like, you're not promised tomorrow. Show me the paper. Show me who the hell told you that. Everybody thinks I'm going to live until 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Are you sure about that, man? I've had friends that died at 16, died at 8.
Dude.
Like, is it life?
They're stillborn children.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to drop that for, anybody that's had that moment. But it's real. It's real.
Yeah.
If you believe that tomorrow is your day, I'll do it tomorrow is one of the scariest phrases that I tell myself sometimes. Yeah. And when I say it out loud, I'm like, sometimes you have to, because it's the way certain things are, but you have to be satisfied with the use of the 24 hours that you had before. Yeah.
Don't leave things for tomorrow. I think you're just saying like things that you can truly do today, like that don't even cost you. Like, call your mom, say, hey, I love you, or your wife. Just hug her, be there for her, listen to her. Your kids, just be with them, play with them. Whatever it is that you can do today. Because the
minuscule things, the minuscule things, the 9 to 5, the next biggest deal. If what comes before the biggest deal is your kid's birthday or the deal, choose the birthday, man. I'm telling you. And there's going to be some sort of entrepreneurial person that goes, no, you got to miss some birthdays. Yeah, you might, but you don't always have to. You don't have to.
I hear so many entrepreneurs and shit like that, and they say so many things that I'm here saying, what the F are you talking about? You are the reason that nobody wants to get into entrepreneurship, because you're talking so much crap. You're making it not fun. You're making it too complex. You're making it seem that you have to erase everybody around you, bro. Mm-hmm. If there's a birthday, I'm taking that day for me, because that's why I got into entrepreneurship, to control my own life. Yeah. Not for if I was working at the restaurant, how many holidays, birthdays, and all that shit I had to miss because somebody else told me that I could fucking slave. I said no more, and I'm gonna fucking do it. And there's been plenty of times where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore, and then I catch myself. I'm like, do you really want somebody else telling you what to do? Because you can't handle. I can't let anybody tell me what to do. This is one of the biggest things that I hate. I can hear you out and stuff like that, but you try to control my life? Yeah. No.
So living as a person, to this day, I don't know how much I can and cannot say. I probably will get a lawyer to make sure that I'm good. But living as a person who literally was owned by the government by contract and being literal government property, I can say this. No one can make you do anything you don't want to do in the civilian world. No one can make you do anything you don't want to do. Not police officers, not judges. Well, judges have a different type of thing. Yeah. But teachers, bosses, CEOs, you can walk away from everything. Anything. Now, people use this for shitty things like not being a dad or, different situations like that. That's shitty. It's really fucked up and fuck those people. But as far as things that control your happiness, you can walk away. And as of the 14th of this month, I will be a free man from the 9 to 5 slavery, and we will be full on dedicating to Serwolf Productions, Brewer Health Solutions, and entrepreneurship. So we greatly appreciate you guys for your listening. We greatly appreciate you guys for the subs, the comments. If you can support us by going to serwolfpro.com, we would greatly appreciate that support, whether it's just recommending somebody over there. We plan on adding a lot of things in the future. But for now, I hope you guys stay hungry, Wolfpack.
Hey, Wolfpack, who's hungry?